I wanted to come back and revisit this whole conversation about this state rep in Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota. They caught the guy that actually killed the state rep in Minnesota. All right, so make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get to it.
Last night, the accused suspect in the shootings of two Democratic state lawmakers and their spouses was arrested. Minnesota Representative Melissa Hortman and her...
Hold on, dog. He looked like he about 18. He looked like he about 18 years old, man, in the news desk. And she do too. She don't look no older than about 20. They got babies doing the news now? What's going on?
Her husband died while the other two victims are recovering this morning.
Yes, police say the suspect is believed to have impersonated a law enforcement officer at the time of the shootings, calling it a, quote, betrayal and deeply disturbing. Naomi Ruckham has more.
Minnesota police say shooting suspect Vance Luther Bolter was armed when he was taken into custody overnight with no use of force.
The suspect crawled to law enforcement teams and was placed under arrest at that point in time.
Brooklyn Park's police chief said a breakthrough came yesterday in the search after police found the suspect's abandoned car in rural Sibley County. Multiple law enforcement agencies descended on the area and built a perimeter until they were able to locate the suspect with the assistance of a helicopter and infrared technology. Police say they believe the suspect acted alone in the shootings.
We will be exploring if there are any broader network. We have not uncovered any of that at this time.
The 57-year-old suspect now faces murder charges in the shooting deaths of Democratic State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark. A memorial of flowers on the steps of the state capitol have been placed in their honor. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has called the shootings politically motivated.
This cannot be the norm. It cannot be the way that we deal with our political differences.
How does he know that it's politically motivated? I'm going to close off the Patreon in a minute. How does he know that it's politically motivated? How do they already know that and they just captured the guy? Because, see, now I'm getting skeptical because at this point, this is when they'll start to blame it on, you know, somebody else. They'll start to get into, oh, man, you know, this is all Trump. So, see, we got to be careful, and it's a slippery slope. It's a super slippery slope that you'll go down. Once you start getting to the point to where they start blaming it on other people and saying that it's politically motivated. Because I'm not an advocate for this assassination. I don't want this to ever happen.
The suspect is also charged with attempted murder in the shootings of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette. Both are now recovering from their injuries. In a statement last night, the Hoffmans said they are grateful to law enforcement and added they are, quote, incredibly lucky to be alive.
Well, police are still working.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Let me go ahead and back up because Fox News also covered it, and so we want to cover it entirely. I'm going to close it off as soon as we end this segment of the show, y'all.
A 57-year-old Vance Bolter, suspected of assassinating one Minnesota lawmaker and nearly killing another, was found overnight by police.
How do y'all know he worked for the governor? Y'all can't be just saying stuff.
He is said to have willingly turned himself over to officers after being found in a field.
Bolter exploited the trust our uniforms are meant to represent. That betrayal is deeply disturbing to those of us who wear the badge with honor and responsibility.
When this sort of evil is in one of our communities, that law enforcement comes together to put all of their resources together to make sure that that person is taken into custody.
Former federal prosecutor and Holtzman Vogel partner Jonathan Fehee joins me now. Jonathan, your reaction to this suspect's arrest?
Well, it's great news that he was arrested. I just saw it this morning, and it really does show probably strong coordination with both, state, federal, local law enforcement, and they did a great job catching this guy. But I think on that earlier clip you're showing, he really is, when they say the face of evil, there's nothing better to describe what this person did other than just pure evil, to go to someone's home, kill them, just for no, not that there would ever be a justification, but to just show up at their door, murder them in cold blood, just truly horrific, not only for them, but the entire community around them. So great news that he was caught. Great work by law enforcement there.
Yeah, and the suspected motive is that he was targeting people who support abortion rights. He does have an online presence, and it shows that he was a devout Catholic, a pastor who preached at a church in the Congo. And one of his Facebook posts said he sought out militant Islamists in order to share the gospel and tell them that violence wasn't the answer. You just called him the face of evil. How do you go from devout Catholic to committing these crimes, wearing this mask that we see on our screen, and killing 2 people and attempting to kill 2 others?
Yeah, it's really kind of scary because it does appear that maybe just something snapped with this guy, because at least if you see that, it doesn't look like this would be the person that would be later killing people or have intent to murder people in his head. But certainly something may have happened that changed this guy, but it is just hard to tell. And maybe they'll find that out as they dig deeper into it, not only social media, but they're going to do extensive interviews with like family, friends, neighbors, other people that know him. So there may get some more insight onto that, but it is very troubling to see that.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I don't believe this. Thank y'all for letting me know I was muted. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe that this was what it was, because maybe people that are subjected to holiness or whatever, they don't do stuff like this. They don't do stuff like this. They don't go out and they don't commit crimes. They don't go and kill people because they don't believe the way that they believe. They don't do any of that. They just don't do any of that. And so I'm not going for it. I'm going to wait to hear and see if more comes out, so that, no, Christians don't do this. I said what I said. You know why? I'll give you some insight. There's a lot of people that claim to be Christian. First of all, they never said that he was Christian. Secondly, they said that he was Catholic. Third, just because you claim something does not mean that you are or you're a part of it. There's a lot of people that do a lot of things. If somebody says that they are Muslim, but they don't abide by, live by, is not a part of the Muslim faith, and does not do things according to the standards of what the Quran tells them to do, guess what? They're not Muslim. And just because they label themselves that, it's an assault. I believe that there's a true assault on Christianity, and it's easy to label somebody a specific way in order to have this mindset towards religion is negative or Christianity is negative. I don't believe it. I don't believe it whatsoever. Not at all. He could be a backslider. He could be somebody that left the faith. He can be a lot of things, but you have to actually be a reflection of it in order to claim it. And just because you said that you was, it's a lot of people that say that they Catholic. It's a lot of people that say, oh no, I was born Christian, I'm a Christian. They don't know nothing about it. They ain't never read the Bible a day in their life, but all of a sudden you a Christian? It's easy to just take up the mantle and just automatically say that I am something, and you're not an actual reflection of it. So no, I don't believe it. It's a lot of people that adopt the religion of their parents, or their grandparents took them to church, right? Your mama took you to church, but you was really a demon. She took you to church to save you, but you never actually got saved, and you're out here living like a demon, but all of a sudden you a Christian. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And let me tell you another thing that I don't believe, which is 100% also aligned with this. Has anybody found out what was going on, and if they caught the Louisiana 2 escaped inmates yet? Because I ain't heard nothing on the news about that. That story just died. 2 still missing. One of them girlfriend recently got arrested. So they can find a state representative that's been assassinated. Nobody heard anything about the escaped inmates. They using infrared technology, scanning houses, all of this stuff. Nobody knows nothing about these. Dude was out. He celebrated his birthday June 9th. It's been 7 days. He had a whole nother week since he celebrated his birthday, and ain't nobody found nothing about this guy, and he just completely in the wind. They found the person that assassinated the Minnesota reps immediately. Immediately. They got bounties on the Louisiana inmates, and they can't find them to save their life. Immediately. His birthday was June 15th. Oh, he partied. He was still out. He probably went to the Rick Ross car show. I heard Antoine Massey was over at the Rick Ross car show having a good time. I heard he took a picture like this. I heard he hustling, getting new money. I heard he having a good time. I heard Antoine Massey and Derek Groves are having a good time, and they ain't even tripping about it. They say, come get me, come holler at me then. My homeboy said that he took a picture just like this. Real talk. No cap. I heard he was at the Rick Ross car show and that he thinking about going to a baseball game. Let me close this Patreon thing. I done almost forgot to close it. I can't be out here allowing for y'all to be out here taking advantage of what we got going on. All right, price of the brick is going up after this, so I'm just telling you right now. Price of the brick is changing. Go get you a it's closed now. Y'all got it. Don't ask me nothing else for the year. $15 is already too cheap. It's already too cheap. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Let me see something. Wow. Is this over 500? Close to 500 new bag chasers? Y'all was being cheap? I can't believe it. Y'all was out here being cheap. Over 500. Wait, more than that. Y'all was out here being cheap? Oh, hold on. No way y'all was out here being that cheap. No way y'all was out here being cheap. Really? $6? $6 difference? Y'all was out here being cheap like that? All right, okay.